Oh, okay. Oops. Gotta redo the timer. Hold on a second. Oops. Next one. Start. Yep. Okay. Ah, there we go. Much better. Oops. I forgot to clean out my inventory. Well, I guess we'll start there. Hello, dog. gravel that goes over here. Yeah, we'll put most of these in here, because I don't think I'll need them this stream. Put the stone up. Cactus. Where do I put the cactus? Not there, not there, not there. I don't know where I put the cactus. No, I know where I put them. Over here. Yep. Okay, just a few more items and then we'll definitely get started. All that can go in here. We'll keep a crafting table, put the chests up. We don't need 3 pickaxes. Just a few more items to put up. Ah, yes. There. Okay. I guess now I can officially get started. We don't have anything else to do on the wall of things to do because, well, that's already complete. But one of the things that we did in this definitely brought up some issues. This world, as of today, at around lunchtime, or 12-ish o'clock in the morning, I guess technically noon, turned 4 years old. And as a celebration of that, I figured that there wasn't any other better way to celebrate it than to just kind of treat this like a normal old day. So, we're just going to be doing a bunch of little odd things that I've wanted to do recently. Of course, when we've, as one of the tasks in destruction time over on the wall of things to do, we made this tree farm smaller. The only problem is I'm almost entirely out of wood. So, the first task that we'll do is heading over to the real tree farm, the big one, and getting an inventory full of wood. Okay. Also, I figured out how to make some, or play some background music. I think it really helps out with my slow, sometimes, well, my tendency to pause mid-sentence. Makes the stream a little bit more interesting for the zero, or practically zero viewers I have currently. What a beautiful place. Well, one of the things that I've wanted to mention, well, not really mention, more so just talk about, is the fact that 4 years is a very long time, as the description would say, or does say. Matter of fact, it's the longest I've ever maintained a single world. The previous record was a world that I had on Bedrock Edition that I mostly used to play Minecraft with some of my family members. And I stayed in that world for about 2 years. And it's a really good world for just casual Minecraft play, but eventually I got bored of that world and started playing on a server called Oasis, which is the server that pretty much eventually, after being frustrated with how the server was being run, no fault with the owner or anything like that, he did the best he could, but there's some rules involved in that server that just didn't really fit my playstyle. So eventually I quit that server and started this world. All the way back in December of 2021. It's funny because back when I started this world, I really didn't know what the end goal for it was. I didn't really have any goals in mind. 4 years ago, I was just trying to see if I could even get a version of Alpha running on my computer. And I created this world. But after like a month of casual-ish play, I decided I should try to do something incredible. Try and make a world that has been played in as many versions as possible from that very first version of Alpha onwards. And it's definitely led me down an interesting path. Oops. And strangely enough, despite me having this world for 4 years, I still feel like I'm only at the beginning of this world, because considering all the plans I've made in those 4 years, I still pretty much am. Ooh, let's stop by the intro house. This little house was something I built for the intro of episode 7, I want to say. It came out in December of 2023, I want to say. So that house in and of itself is 2 years old. I built it just for the thumbnail, and yeah, I just kind of left it there. And of course, the thing that I was building it, or the thumbnail that I was using that to make an example of, was, well, the video that thumbnail was for the same video where I built this town here. It's still kind of a crude attempt at a town, but it's about the best that I can do at the moment. Because, you know, I have access to like 10 different types of blocks in the entire game, practically. But trust me, I definitely have plans, considering this small town of Cursed Compass. And plans for this hole. But we'll get to that later. That's another thing about this world. I have so many plans, but I have trouble just sitting down and starting something. It's one of the worst. Ooh, zombie. Anyways, that's one of my worst habits. Procrastination. So, all those amazing plans that I have for this world are usually, I usually end up procrastinating as long as I can stand, and then eventually I will start them. Of course, you can tell because of the very much horrendous upload schedule on this channel. Oh wow. It's almost dark. I typically would hide in one of these little houses overnight, but, you know, now I have beds. I have access to them. So those aren't really all that necessary anymore. That's another thing about this world that's very unique compared to all of my other worlds. Most of my other worlds were lucky to last through a few major versions. But this one, hopefully I'm going to get through pretty much all of the major versions. It's a world that's definitely going to change a considerable amount throughout its lifetime, its lifespan, as my primary survival world. Well, I guess it's about time to take a nap. It takes a surprisingly long time to get to the new tree farm. but I enjoy every second of it. Getting to experience this old school terrain in first person, practically. Something I never experienced before this world. Oh man, and we get to see another one of my amazing builds. Or really an upgraded build from another builder. It's my take on the Valley of Wheat from 2B2T. That video was a fun video to shoot. Took me way longer than I thought it would, especially because of, you know, all the wheat and all of the red dye that I needed. Well, anyways, I guess we'll leave this and head off this way towards the tree farm. We might stop there to sleep the night. Well, no, we won't have to. This section coming up here is the place where I first ventured out into new terrain after the new types of trees were introduced. Well, because you see the snowy biome currently in this section has just oak trees. But eventually the oak trees will disappear and become spruce trees. It's because these were introduced in the earliest version of this cold biome. And this section over here with the spruce trees was generated in a later version. Because you see, the chunk that tree's in is old, and this is the current version. As of beta 1.2, I think. But it still applies to beta 1.4. And then we head out here towards the snowy plains. Or at least I think that's what this biome is called. I might be wrong. That might be a name for this biome in a later version. I don't know. There's so much knowledge about Minecraft trapped in my brain that sometimes things blend together and I get stuff wrong. But of course, in the distance you can see the tree farm. I knew that I wanted to build something big and square at some point, because, you know, the main base is big and round. I thought playing into the innate squareness of this game would be fun. And it was. Also, it made one heck of a video. Jam-packed with tree farming fun. It's probably the tightest, densest, most compacted video I have ever made. Oh, what a wonderful place. Where are all my logs? Are they at the roof? They're probably on the top level. Yeah, here they are. So, I guess we will grab 1/2. There we go. This should do for now. It hangs off the... Yeah. Text sometimes hangs off the signs in these older versions. And I think that's fun. So I tried to make each sign have at least a little bit of text hanging off if I could. Of course, not all signs can have that, but oh well. These older versions also really teach you to appreciate the time you spend going back and forth. It's part of the reason I built this tree farm so far away from my base, because it gave me a good opportunity to just occasionally wander around in a snowy biome, getting to and from the farm. That's something that I'm not really a big fan of in a world where everything that everyone that is part of that world wants is all in one location. I don't really like the idea of packing everything tightly together unless it's absolutely necessary. I feel like big builds should have a considerable space between them, just in case you want to add to anyone. You can do so in a significant manner and still have plenty of unaltered terrain between them. I guess that's where somebody like me and somebody like Fwip differ. Fwip likes to make these large integrated cities with vast networks of interconnected roads and other crazy things. And don't get me wrong, I would like to make some roads eventually, especially in this world, but I just like the natural terrain as is. And another reason I really like this idea of updating a world throughout so many different versions, it means that I get to collect antiquated versions of these biomes and their terrain. Just like the one that we're walking through now, with trees that have all 3 different types of leaves that are technically oak trees, but in the cold biomes. This would be a major anomaly in a more recent version, but it's only natural for a version this old, and I like having some amount of that around. Oh, we will get to stay at the Valley of Wheat. Still haven't seen a pink sheep. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't at this point. I've played quite a bit in beta 1.4. Now, can't have everything, or at least not on your schedule. The only problem with this place is all the fire makes a lot of lag. It's the one thing about the Valley of Wheat. Somebody's been jumping on my wheat. Originally, I wanted to build the tree farm off that way, but after exploring over there a little bit looking for red flowers, I wasn't too keen on the idea of putting it in just the middle of a random hilly plains. So I decided to try and find a winter biome. Or a cold biome. And eventually I did. Stall used to be my favorite piece of music within Minecraft. And don't get me wrong, it's a very good record. But I've kind of moved away from it, not because it's bad, but because I've realized how good some of the other records are. And some of the other music in general. Really, the main reason I thought Stall was the best was because of the tenor saxophone solo in the intro. An instrument that I am intimately familiar with. I used to play it back in middle and high school. One day I'll probably buy another tenor saxophone. It's one of the few things from high school that I truly miss. It's having a tenor saxophone, or at least having access to one. When I was in middle school, we had these beautiful tenor saxophones. Oh man, they were silver-bodied. Ooh. Jupiter saxophones. They were like $5,000 saxophones, and they were amazing. Oh. I fell down. Fortunately, I didn't need any ladders to get out of that hole. At one point, this crafting table was the furthest point I had ever explored in this world. I stood here and looked that way, wondering what all could be past this. That was before I started this YouTube channel. That was before chickens were in this world. Or, more accurately, before I was playing a version that had chickens in this world. I'm gonna take a little diversion through the town. I don't really have much of a reason to stop by here, other than when I'm passing through, headed off to the tree farm or something. It's truly one of the best things that I've ever built. Uh-oh. We've got some grass in the wheat farm. I have to fix that sometime. I still think that this is the ugliest building I've ever built. It's quite a sad example. But don't worry, I have plans for it. One more thing before we go. If I'm not mistaken, this was the tree. Yeah, this is the tree with the glowstone in it. I put that glowstone in there because of... Gosh, back in the... Was that the 100 subscribers special? I think that's what that was. Because I said in the 50 subscriber special, which I recorded on top of, I think, that hill, that I would put a glowstone up in this, so it was one of those videos a few years ago. You know, around that time when I was uploading random nonsense weekly. I eventually got tired of doing that because I would either release a video that only got 20 views, or I would end up releasing a video that somehow became the most popular video on my channel, despite most of it being just random ideas cut out from recorded footage for an episode. I don't know. I might try to bring something like that back eventually. Oh wait. This livestream is something like that. Or no, I remember. The 50 subscriber special was in the base and the 100 subscriber special was on top of that over there. And then another video I think it might have been the first anniversary video, was the one where I put the glowstone in that tree over there. Something like that. I still haven't decided whether this is an ocean or a lake or a particularly large pond. Gosh, that's a lot of pigs. We'll go the alternate route. Uh-oh, it's about to get dark. We'll go a little further. Time to sleep. There we go. Wow, what a great cave. I'm starting to wonder if naturally spawning pink sheep are even real. I've heard rumors of their existence, and that supposedly they start existing in beta 1.4, but as of currently, I've never seen one in this world. I've made a few with pink dye, but never one that has occurred naturally. Ooh. What is that I see? Curves in a game of squares? How peculiar. Almost as if I like the interaction of large geometric shapes in game made of cubes. I gotta figure out why some of these damage me and some of them don't. I think this one and the one over there damage me for some reason, but the other two don't. What number are you? Ooh. 22, 94, 21. Well, you can tell there's definitely lava above that. I wonder what happened here. I guess a big slime spawned up in there or something. Well, that was a success. Oh man, still can't shift click. Well, now that I'm not critically low on my wood reserves, I guess I better find something else to do. Bark. I think I know what I want to do. I don't think I'll need a shovel for it though. Grab some of those. I will need an axe. Let's take one of these nicer ones. I think I'm going to go and collect all the blocks that I dug out from the new cactus farm. Okay. We are in dangerous territory with this slime. But fortunately he's pushing us upwards, so we'll accept that. Then he shall meet his untimely demise. Or maybe not, he's a tiny slime. He can just go down there. Hang out at the bottom of the lake. Oh, there it goes. Okay, get that. I guess we'll go the quick way. As I punch out the cactus. There we go. Go put all this cobblestone up. Yeah, this will be more than enough. Oh no, we got a baby slime pushing us around. Here. I guess I'll collect a few more items and then I'll collect a few more chests worth of the blocks that I dug out. And then I guess I'll call it a stream. I figured there's no better way to celebrate a world than to treat it as you would normally. Just another wonderful day in this wonderful world that I have created. Took a long time to dig out this hole. Oops, I forgot to put that in the gravel chest. Yep. It's only stone. Oh, I forgot my diamonds here. I better pick it up anyways. Nothing stops me from keeping stone. I must be close to 500,000 stone, or cobblestone, spread out through this world. The largest portion of which came from digging out this base. I think I ended up with like 380,000 stone, or cobblestone. A significant portion. Oh, there's my seeds. I was looking for those yesterday. Gravel. Put a little coal over here. Okay, we'll go and grab one more chest, and then I guess we'll call it a stream. I hear squid swimming around at the bottom of this lake. Yeah, there's that slime, and then there's a squid over there. Ooh, I better watch out for creepers. Ooh. Fortunately, that wasn't a creeper. gotta stop by the dirt, drop off some iron ore. And some more cobblestone. Dirt goes there. Iron goes here. And then cobblestone goes over here. Okay, well, I guess that's enough of a live stream for me to call a success. It's been an honor to have this YouTube channel and to have this world. And it's even greater to know that this world wouldn't exist without me. And of course, my favorite piece of music from the entire Minecraft soundtrack starts playing. I think it's amazing that surprisingly, this is apparently only the beginning of this world. I've accomplished so much. More than what a lot of people would even consider. But somehow, some way, I've made this challenge for myself much harder than what the normal person would even consider. Ain't that right, bird? I guess I better wander up to the treehouse, the place where this all began. Past the noisy slimes. Oh. This little stupid house. The first thing I built in this world 4 years ago, I spawned on the little sandy beach. You wouldn't know it. That place is gone. And in its place is probably the greatest thing I've ever built. And this little farm, my very first tree farm. And this little water block, the last remaining piece of natural terrain. Oh hey, I got some wood up here. Ooh. My fancy stacked beds. Yeah. Hey. Yep. It's taken me a surprising amount of time to do this. It's just a giant dome. The base of my dreams. There used to be 3 major hills over here in this base. Before I dug it all out, it was a beach, surprisingly. And there was a hill over there, behind this branch. I'll see if I can see it. Yeah. There was a hill there, a hill here, and then a hill over there. I ended up digging it all out. And then over there was a beach. I filled all the water in and then built the wall and then dug it out and kept going and kept going and kept going. Till I found bedrock all the way down there. Then I built a tree. It's amazing how much this area has changed over the past 4 years. That little tree house used to be a beach house. And this ladder shaft used to be just a leftover bit of unmined land. And this floor used to not be a slime spawner, but you know. That's what happens when you play with versions this old. Weird things happen. And this guy, gosh, he's been here since like 2022. Well, I guess there's no better way to end this live stream than to just stand around and look at this place. I'm still amazed that I actually built this. This stump here. This has a fun story. Other than it being like a slime trap, apparently. Back when in the episode, or the video that I built this tree, I ended up having some footage corruption issues. And this bottom section where the roots are, that was the section of video that ended up getting corrupted. The video of me building that. So I built a tiny little model here on the side just to show what the process was like, and I never tore it down. So I just have this kind of a stump thing just here. There's a whole bunch of fun little things like that throughout this world. Like the diamonds. I vowed to leave any diamonds that I found just floating, so that one day, well, once I get pistons, I could push them and make them stick out of the walls here. Because I wasn't lucky enough to have any naturally occurring diamonds in the walls. So yeah, that's where those will go eventually. Yep. Well, I guess I've done enough standing around and talking about how amazing I am. Even if it is saying by how amazing this world is. Four years is a long time, and hopefully I have at least another 4 years in this world. I definitely have the plans to satisfy that. Well. Here's to another 4 years. Goodbye. Good night. And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. And a Happy New Year.